I guess if you could just assess the game, some people from the outside are going to look and say you've lost 3 games in a row now. Is there concern about that? And just what did you see from the team tonight, and is there any reason for concern? Thank you.
I mean, obviously, first and foremost, we're not happy with the result. Anytime you don't win a game, you can't be happy, no matter what happens on the other side. But looking at this game, there's so many positive about it. I think that we played a really good game against an incredible opponent. I mean, this is one of the best teams in the world, and for about 60, 65 minutes, I feel like we did a really good job. We saw what we wanted to see. We're talking about the precision in the final third. We talked about connection between the 3 forwards. We talked about connection between midfielders and forwards. So everything that we wanted to see in this game, we saw it now. Obviously, we didn't see the final touch, and that's what we were missing. Even though I still want to say that we're a little bit unlucky a couple of times. I think Lindsay maybe both times hit the crossbar, hit the post. So that was positive, but not quite good enough to make a difference. And the last thing is, even when we managed to overcome all of that, I think that the referees took some things away from us, and don't want to comment a lot on it, but I just know that I feel like the game was a little bit too much for them.
Anything else in the room before we get? No? All right, let's go to online. Jonathan Tannenwald, go ahead.
Thanks, Aaron, and thanks, Vlatko. Vlatko, I have 2 questions. The first of which is, how do you assess Alana Cook at this point? Because it's a few games now where she's had some errors at center back. And the second is, when it comes to Emily Fox, who got banged up again tonight, perhaps not as severely as she has in previous games, but has gotten banged up in some previous games and had been in concussion protocol multiple times over the last year and change. Does that worry you at all?
Yeah, so first I'll address Alana. I think that this is very good for her to play against opponents like this, to learn from games like this. I mean, there's a reason why we had her there. There's a reason why we started Naomi as well. That hopefully they can learn from these games, and they don't make the mistakes, or she doesn't make the same mistakes when it matters the most. Now, the thing with Fox is there were certain players that that we had to manage minutes for, and Foxy was one of them, so that's why she came out in 68 minutes. So the players that came out in 68 minutes were all because of minutes management.
Steph Yang, go ahead.
Thanks, Vlatko. And Aaron. Vlatko, it doesn't seem like, it was a tactical mismatch or anything. It does feel like maybe like there was some energy lacking. Obviously, the players, a lot of them came out of a very long and exhausting season. But just what's your analysis looking at the energy from the players? And if it is an energy or mental issue, how does your staff balance dealing with that, letting the players handle that, with their locker room leaders and you guys addressing it?
Yes, Steph, I would disagree with you that that we were lacking energy. I mean, in fact, I thought that our energy was lacking against the game in Spain. But today, I felt very good with the energy from the players. I think that they competed well. They were intense. They played hard. They did everything that they were supposed to do, except putting the goal in the net. I mean, and it wasn't like. They were shying off from a tackle or making a run or recovery run. So that's one thing. Talking about the energy, yes, they are coming off a long season, and it's not easy. And some of them actually have not played a game for a month or so, and it's not easy. They're basically in their deload phase, but we've addressed that. We've talked about it, and that's actually one thing that I cannot say that we're not. I can say that we're happy with how they stepped up, considering everything.
Andrew Jones, go ahead.
Thank you, Aaron. Coach, your side was very lively throughout the contest and dangerous throughout, particularly your front three as well as Rose and Lindsay. So besides just being able to get that fortune in the final third, is there anything else you want to see for the game on Sunday? And your thoughts on Casey Murphy's performance in goal with how she looked very solid and was unlucky on that first goal, obviously.
Yeah, I mean, you basically answered the question for me. She was unlucky in the first goal, and she was very solid. I would agree with you. I think she was good. She gave us confidence in the back. And in terms of the next game on Sunday, I would like to see the same game, just a better outcome when it comes down to capitalizing on our opportunities. I wouldn't mind creating as many opportunities and taking as many shots. And in fact, it's not the shots that I think that were the best opportunity. I think that the best opportunities that we had were the ones that we didn't take a shot. When we had two players against one or two against goalkeeper twice, so I thought those were the best opportunity for us. But in the same time, that's where the inexperience showed up a little bit, and it's just a process. It's a developing process, and I just hope that if it had to happen, I'm glad it happened now, and it's not going to happen in the World Cup.
Jason Anderson, go ahead.
Hi, Vlatko. Thanks for speaking with us tonight. You mentioned the first 60, 65 minutes being good. I wanted to ask your read on the midfield's performance, in particular the starters, versus what you saw once you made those changes in the midfield around that period of time.
Yeah. So first, I think that the players that started the game executed the game plan very well, and they impacted the game with their movements, with their passes, shots, opportunities. I think they were very lively, and on the other side, defensively, they outpossessed the opponents in some good areas of the field, in critical areas of the field. Were able to create transitional moments. So I was very happy with that. The group that came in 60th minute, 70th minute is first. They're not some of them are not played in as well, and the other thing is. The game just took a slightly different direction because now we're a goal down, we're in a chase mode, and it's not the same as being 0-0 and playing on front foot.
Let's go to Meg Linehan. Go ahead, Meg.
Hey, Vlatko, just in terms of what you saw from the high press tonight, obviously Malpew had a really good moment early on. Morgan causing the turnover that resulted in the goal. But do you think the team is successfully reading the game and using moments of high pressure consistently across all 90 minutes well right at the moment?
If there's one thing that we didn't do well, actually, was the high press. I agree with you. Those two moments that we created really good opportunities and we scored a goal off of it were good. But I think that overall, if I have to assess the high press in 90 minutes was not quite good enough. I think that we have to change our positioning a little bit, and we'll probably have to tweak a couple of things before the game on Sunday.
Last two for Vlatko goes to Amelia Hertel and then Sean McCaffrey. Go ahead, Amelia.
Hi, Vlatko. Thanks for taking the time. Just wanted to ask if you have any cause for concern about the finishing in the final third. I mean, you did get the goal from Morgan and Rapinoe when they connected late, but and you had some chances early. How do you fix that? And I guess, is that cause for concern for you?
I mean, I don't want to say I'm concerned because I'm not. I trust these players. I believe that these players are capable of scoring goals. I mean, in fact, the front line consists of the three best goal scorers that are eligible to play for this country, and
From the league.
From the league,
Yeah.
yes, from the league. So from NWSL, and they've proved that they can score goals. They've proved that they can score goals different ways, and sometimes it just happened. But like I said, I'm not concerned, but I for sure want him to score more goals.
Last one goes to Sean McCaffrey. Go ahead, Sean.
Hi, Coach. Two quick questions for you. The first being, there could be a 30-degree difference between the New York area and where you played today. Will that adjust your lineup? And a little more involved is second balls are an issue throughout the game. What might be a solve to that, whether it's positioning, getting another player back?
Yeah, so first, the temperature is something that we're going to discuss as a staff and see if there is something that we need to be concerned or something that we need to do different to overcome that, or if we feel like that may be an issue for us. But in terms of second balls, there are a couple of things first that we need to do to fix, and I wanna look at it before I even answer this, because I don't know how much of a concern it is, but I'll just answer the question. The second balls fixing is obviously one thing is awareness, then is traveling as the ball travel, positioning, boxing up, and creating numbers or superiority numbers in the area the first one drops. And now from there we analyze whether the first ball is contested or uncontested, and then we will hopefully be able to create a net to win the second ball. So that's just a more generic answer before I know the exact stats on it.
All right. Thanks very much, Vlatko. We'll talk to everyone
you.
from New Jersey.